Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, and today we're gonna do hippie stuff. We're gonna focus on happiness. Rainbows everywhere. Right, all jokes aside, yes, we will focus on happiness, and I would really like our people to be happier. We're not definitely gonna build pubs, that's a given. I'm not dealing with the pubs in this series, but I'm gonna address a lot of issues that they might have. For example, some of them don't have jobs. We might do reshuffling. Actually, this is a small amount of people without jobs, so I think I'm gonna leave it as it is. 42, 43. Yeah, they can be unemployed. There we go. We can employ them elsewhere. I can see that some of them can work here. That's fine. I can see the forest is being disrupted here. So yeah, let's address some of those issues. Now, happiness is an important part. I'm recording this only few minutes, few hours. It's 11:55 at the moment in the morning on today. That means 4 hours more or less my time before you guys see the episode. So it's fresh, still fresh. So just leave any comments. I'm gonna address anything that you might have, suggestions, anything like that. Just comment section. Do it now. Right. I think I neglected our people for long enough. In the beginning I made them really happy with the bus lines and connections and all that stuff, but I think I neglected our people for a while, and I think I should do something to make them a little bit happier. So I'm gonna definitely address some of the issues that they are having here. For example, we have some sports issue. Even though there's sports grounds here and people there, obviously there's something wrong with this. So I will start constructing couple of buildings that can help us in this case. So let's see what we can do here. This one requires, let's say, sports grounds and school gym. I don't think I'll build this one now. It's a Polish one. I love that one. I think we're building something here. This is polyclinic, and this is kindergarten. There's a sports hall being built here. Maybe I'm just gonna leave this as it is and deal with that later to see if this is gonna improve. Actually, you know what? No. I will address this issue now. So let's continue with the bypass here, and let's see what would be the best place to continue with our bypass. I think something like this would be okay. I can totally see this going the wrong direction, but okay, this is fine. Okay. This is also okay, so let's go and continue on. I will not be crossing the railroad at this time, so I think I'm just gonna do something like this. Okay, so bypass is done all the way. It starts here and ends here. It's not gonna go all the way around like this side. So I will, well, all the way around to here. They're gonna have to go through town over here. And yeah, let's construct this. This is gonna be in 3 ways. All 3 sections can be accessed straight away, so they can build this. Right. I will give you sports grounds. So we have, whoa, yowza. 476 kids don't have access to education. That's a really bad one. Why is there not more professors here? Okay, so we said we're gonna build the sports gym thing here, and I remember doing a review of this one, and I know that it comes in a set with the school. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna see and check where our schools are. Schools are here. Yes, I think that's the one. This is the one, and I'm gonna connect it to this school. So both the gym and the school are going to be right next to each other. So this would be, I think this would be the school. Yes, we're not paying for any of that. Perfect. Exactly how we wanted. And then we're going to go for sports playgrounds. Yes. and this one, and I believe it should go this way because this is this direction. I see that it's not creating any issues, like it can be really, really close. They can be really, really close to each other. Actually, you know what? I think I should do this perfectly, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do our best. So let's level all this area first. So this seems like the best elevation. So let's go here, right? And then I'm gonna go with school first. I just had a school here. Rotate, 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 and okay. So something like a so. So let's try doing this, and then sports playgrounds are here, and this can be really, really close now because everything is nice and level. And bam, there we go. So now it's connected. It's more like it's probably gonna be a little bit of a gap in between, but that's fine. So we have a gym and a school right next to each other. That should definitely address some of the issues we are having here. Did we say that this can work or not? Let me just try it. Oh, it can. Okay, perfect. So they're gonna assign it whenever they have chance to start constructing this. I'm not gonna force it at the moment, but I will monitor this. What do we have here? School. Again, probably we have school issues. Meat. Okay, meat. That's never a good thing. They shouldn't be missing meat. What is this? Cinema. Okay. Right, sorry about that. We have a fresh cup of coffee now. I almost started without it, and that would be absolutely horrible. This is really white. This is too white. Is this what they mean when they say whitewashing or something? No? Anyway, let's continue on. Okay, some of the roads are already assigned for construction, I can see here. Ooh, on several construction offices. That's fine. Let's check here. Sports. Again, sports, right? So this is high school. Okay, this one has a lot of capacity. Kindergarten as well. I'm fine with people working left and right. They say hospital, but that's a really minor amount of people. And we have empty apartments. Not here. They're empty here for some reason. Probably we moved them. We probably moved them from here. And then we have these kind of apartments here. Kindergarten, school. Well, you should have kindergarten over here, but it looks like it's running on capacity or just around, and there's a gym here, so I don't think you actually mean what you say. I don't think you're actually... right, it's not gonna allow us to build anything on this road. That said, I wanted to build a parallel road to this and then connect it to here, but well, they are well connected on this side. Maybe, yeah, why not? I can do something like... is this a thing? No, it's not. Definitely not. Let's let's remove this. Let's see. Yeah, we can try from here. There we go. Much better. This is just gonna create a lot of work for our construction offices, and they're not gonna do much. Each one of these segments is gonna be another construction job for them. But on the other hand, I think they should start carrying their own weight. Look, a lot of upgrades needed here around this area, so we're gonna have to address that as well. I would like to connect these houses to main roads, especially the good roads. They're kind of important, so... let's do this. Right. Let's try to keep it nice and tidy. Okay, so there's this one. Okay, perfect. Right. You can go. And what about you? You can... let's go all the way through here. And I can already see a segment where we can connect through here. Perfect. And of course to the main road, just in case they need to cross, and who knows how big this, well, our capital city is gonna grow. Hežmanice. Okay, construct all of that. I'm not paying for a thing. there's enough people living here. Okay, so you guys should be fine. I'm gonna assume the heating is gonna be... I'm gonna check the heating. But I think more or less we can assume... Oh, right. Oh, okay. So nobody here requires heating. That's interesting. None of these factories require heating. That's good. But they still don't have all the materials they need to function properly. Okay, I think we're gonna need railroad power, but people happiness. This is the deal of the day. We need a Woodstock here, guys. We need a rainbows. We're gonna be farting rainbows left and right. Right, okay, this town is functioning fine. Looks like everything is well connected. What? Sorry, what now? They missed something? Okay. We have food. That's fine. He just said they didn't have something. Electronics. Well, I'm hoping that you have everything that you need. Meat. Meat storage? Meat is fine. Enough meat. You have enough meat. So this town is probably, like I said previously, this town is probably the worst one we ever built because it's so ugly. I think it's ugly. I don't know. You might think that it's not, but it looks kind of unfinished. I have this whole area here that I don't want to kind of touch because it's not really so centralized and whatnot. It's kind of towards the... It's kind of the whole shape of the city. This is a central part, but I don't want to develop this part because it's too close to pollution and stuff. That being said, I think we should address some pollution issues as well. So I kind of jump to this straight away and to the mod section because we're... Yeah, this is also one of the things I wanted to run by you. I'm thinking in a foreseeable future, sometimes soon, hopefully, that I will be using a little bit more vanilla type content. I think that would be much better for us. But we'll see. Okay, so we have here heating. We have this new heating operation running around here. Let's see, this is the electrical one. This is fine because geothermal is running perfectly fine. The only thing we need to do with geothermal now, I think this doesn't reach the other side of the city, so I think I'm gonna have to build... This is gonna require steel, and you know what we say about steel? Yeah, nothing, because we don't have any. Right. How are you doing here? Of course, there's an issue with importing... Oh, right. So what's with this? Okay. Okay, so they finished A stage of this, but it's... I don't know, is that this one? Yeah, they finished A stage of construction, not this stage. I'm still gonna give them more construction offices here, just in case they need to deliver something that the other, well, the other guys have. Right, do I pay for this? Did I ever consider that? I did, and it's expensive. So let them finish just so we can have a little bit more of coal ore being delivered at the same time. Yeah, there's an option for us to to upgrade this train, but it's already long as it is, but I think we're gonna have to do something about it. Let me just real quickly check what's happening here. I'm assuming our fire departments are doing a good job, but let's continue with the happiness. Pubs, never. Jobs, you need jobs. Okay, I agree with that. Jobs is something that I should provide for you. The problem with having jobs around here nowadays is that they're processing the coal ore so fast that even if they get the jobs, they wouldn't be fully happy. So, right. Okay, heating is postponed. This is one of the last electric heating plants we have, so it's postponed. I will postpone it because... Let me just see here. Right, here we go. This needs to go and this meat needs to go, so let's continue like this. No meat, and you have meat here. Should we have a backlog of meat just in case? Yeah, we don't want them to die. Hopefully the supply is gonna be fine, and we have a backlog of food. Fine, perfect. Okay, so I wanted to construct the what's I call it? What? How do we call it? This thing here, yeah, heat exchanger. I wanted to construct a heat exchanger on the other side of the city, and I will, but it requires steel. And currently we're using electricity, but it looks like they're sharing the heating from geothermal plants, so that's actually really good because I don't want these guys to be taking too much electricity, not because of the price, because of the grid load, which is quite important. Okay, continuing on, we have Novi Bor here, and yes, couple of things I wanted to do, guys, but I'm not sure they're gonna cost a lot of money. They're gonna cost a whole lot of money. What I wanted to do, why is there a whole bunch of trucks just waiting here and not gathering? You should be queuing up in front of here. And okay, there's something strange happening with yeah, this field is assigned to this guy here. I don't know, it's obviously how they roll, they go one by one. I think they should be queuing up, you know, in front until everything is delivered, but... right. Okay, it doesn't have to be. I thought maybe we were just too full, but doesn't really have to be. It could be something else to be an issue. But anyway, look, meat. I assume that our meat imports are 0 or close to 0. Let's just quickly check how is that progressing. Right, imports. This month we had 16 tons of meat. That's not bad. Last year we had 700 tons of meat. That's 2 tons a day. And now in the whole month we had less than half a ton a day. That's just a day, not a week or whatever. So it's we have like at least like we're down to quarter of the imports. But again, rest of it I think it's just distribution. So we just need to distribute it. Right, they have electronics. Food is here. We're gonna stop importing food from here. They're all connected over here, so that's gonna be fine. We can import food over here just to have some kind of backlog, just in case something in the supply chain goes wrong. And again, I probably should have done the same with the meat. Yes, meat is gonna start falling down now, but I will create a backlog of meat in the freezer here. Okay, and we have freezer trucks here, and we have... Okay, so we don't have any meat here. I have a feeling that this was under construction and it's not assigned to any meat distribution. Well, the only meat distribution we have here, so we're gonna assign it now. So this looks like it's, yes, loading meat in meat storage, and then you're gonna be unloading to Novi Bor. Well, unload it here. Okay, unload. I think you know that it's only meat that you can supply. Actually, you can supply cattle as well, and I can see that we have loading of cattle over here, so yeah, probably I shouldn't be delivering cattle over here. Who can store cattle actually? Nobody, but probably just because it's distribution center, so it's just a weird thing. Anyway, I told them just deliver meats for now. Well, this distribution office only needs to deliver meats, so that's perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. And did you burn down? No, you didn't. That's perfect. Okay, so that's the most northeastern, I believe, we go. Nothing further than this yet. So we're gonna go on the other side, in the other direction. So we have Stara Pila where we started. We went to Hejmanice, Dukla / Komarov, Ždar, and now we're gonna go to... Not here, not Veliki Brod, that's for the future development. We're gonna go here. So, temperature of the building is really low. Okay, that's not good. Okay, so what's the problem? Could be that this one has too much connections. I wouldn't say so. You're well connected. You should be. Maybe it just needs to heat up, or it's maybe too far. Is it just me, or is it moving or not? I don't know. I'll monitor this because this is part of them being happy. So sport, spirituality, hospital. Hospital is here. Temperature again too low. Okay, I'm slightly worried now. Oh, it could be that they're draining all the heat to heat this one up, no? Okay, issues. Okay, this one, oh, right. Right, I think what the issue here is, this needs to be connected to electricity, and it's not. Because I think even though it's creating heat from the geothermal sources, it requires electricity to pump the water or whatnot around. So I think we're gonna require electrical connection somewhere. Okay, we have some... Well, the only thing I can see, we need to connect it as close as possible. Where is the disconnect power connector? This one here. Oh, right. Okay, it's just outside of range. That's perfectly fine. I'm gonna build this guy somewhere around. Let's see where the... Okay, you're there, so we can do it somewhere around. Let's say... Oh, no. Their pipes are there, so I'm not messing with pipes. With Wesley pipes. There we go. We're gonna pay for this. Actually, why am I'm not gonna build that. I'm gonna pay for this. And then I'm gonna cut into these cables because I have a... I don't know. Maybe it's a bad idea, but I'm still gonna do it. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go for mods. We're gonna go for four-way one of these, even though I have a feeling that this is a bad idea, that this is gonna be too much electricity for us to go through one cable, through one type of cable. But you know, somebody stop me, or some movie like that. Kidding. Right. And finish this. Bam! Here we go. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. Now let's see how it's going. Yeah. Look at the temperature. Look at the skyrocketing temperature over here. Okay, that was Cuban Missile Crisis almost happened again, and looks like we averted the crisis. That means that we are getting the heat, and if I didn't start doing this, whoa, that's a lot of people. Did I transfer them there? I think I have memory issues. So we have 2,700 people, 109 without jobs. Yeah, above that. So what's with the jobs here? Okay, you're full of fabric, you're full of goods. Right? It's time. It's time. We're distributing goods. We're distributing clothes. Okay, this should be pretty straightforward. These are clothes, as one would know. We're dropping money-wise. I need to check what's with nuclear exports. Do we have queue of trucks again? Kinda, not really a queue, but there are two of them waiting for the exports, and I'm gonna assume that two of them are on the way to the border, hopefully even close by, so we can... Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Now you're gonna see, we're gonna be rolling in a dough. All those Vladimirs, not Benjamins. Just for all of you who don't know, explaining a joke is a really bad idea. I'm still gonna do it. There's even a movie all about the Benjamins. Benjamins meaning Benjamin Franklins, yes, as a plural, because Benjamin Franklin is on a $100 bill, and it's kind of iconic for the United States and the culture in North America, and well, probably even wider. But anyway, so we need to develop our own culture like that. So I think we're gonna have to go for something like all about the Vladimirs. And Vladimir is would be a stereotypical name for a Russian person, male, and probably we should have a Vladimir on our, not Russian, Soviet actually, Soviet, and we should probably have Vladimir related. Yeah, okay, they're loading everything. That's perfect. But they're not moving. You should be moving. Oh, right, under, well, 90% to 0. Still not moving. Okay, so this one is full of clothes, and now clothes is being filled here. Okay, that's fine. So we have Leshna storehouse warehouse here, it has to have more than 0%. These trucks, you can transport clothes. Yes, you can. 5 tons. And you should be transporting clothes here. Yes, but this is the problem now, because this facility is already kind of full of clothes. I think I'm gonna have to start limiting the amount. What do we destroy? I hear you ask. What about the food? There's no food here. I think I'm gonna have to go for... Yeah, I'm gonna have to destroy plastics, which is really, really sad, because I remember the days when we actually didn't have enough. And here we go. Okay, they're moving at least. So we have 5 regional centers. One of them is right next to them there. And we're gonna have to probably do something about the storage there. Unloading, that's gonna be more clothes unloading over here. That's as well fine. I think we're gonna well, burn the system, overburden the system straight away, because if we I will do it anyway, because I want to fire and forget about this. We have a smooth operating system in place where they're gonna be delivering everything that they need. Yes, they have this one. That's perfect. So you're gonna be unloading. What? Well, the clothes is the only thing we're serving there. Okay, so, and the last one would be Usti distribution, which is, I think, one of the worst ones I ever built. Actually, did we start construction on this? We still didn't. I don't even know what the hell am I doing there. I'm still gonna be stockpiling it here. They have some limit. Oh, right, I think I created a huge mistake now. Did I limit this? What did I limit? Yes. Maybe it's not the best thing to limit it, because yeah. If this is a regional distribution center, this is not enough for storing everything that we need. And yeah, I think we're gonna have to limit the amounts of what we're storing here. But I think we're gonna have to build a huge warehouse here as well. It requires a whole bunch of steel, which we, well, let's face it, have none of it. So that's gonna be a problem. So what we're gonna do here? Should we just like turn the blind eye and ignore the whole problem like we usually do? Probably we should. Probably I will. Okay, so they're delivering things at 2 places here. So you're gonna be buying food over here. That's 8 tons. Really, 8? That's a big warehouse. Yeah, that's a big warehouse. So 8 tons of that here, and then meat. We're gonna have to be purchasing meat here. Purchase meat, perfect. And here we're just gonna remove meat and food from purchasing, and probably clothes as well. Let's see. They should be getting. Do we have? No. The distribution office should be a shallow to large distribution office. That would be this one. Right. He's gonna be delivering. He's servicing both this shop and storage. Yes, we can remove the storage. That would be gas station stays. Railroad construction office stays. We have a rural store. And Rusalka. So it's this one. Yes, this one needs to be removed. And here I think everything is fine. They're delivering only to the shop, and they're storing. We can see here 3.3 tons of clothes. I paused for a second. I think some of it is gonna have to be deposited here. I'm just gonna check. Yes, here we go. Excess clothes is being deposited through the industrial connection all the way to the storage, and then it's fed through the shop and back. Let me just do the same thing here, because this is a fully nice, I can just do this, an operational system we have running here. I will go like this. I will give them electronics. Wow, that's gonna be expensive. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I should stick to the store at least for electronics, because they're buying much less of it. So I'm gonna go for this, and then you're gonna go for food and clothes. A little bit more, but still it's fine. And meats are gonna be purchased through here. That's fine, only 2 tons of meats, that's not drastic. So let's see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Right, we can continue on. What do we have? People here? Without power? Really? I just built this one. Oh boy. I understand. Okay, but you know what? We have another connection here, and this is how all the problems in my world start. Why don't you just use connection you have here? And this is how problems start. Okay, this is gonna give it electricity, that's fine. And probably should go for underground rather than this one, but I still kinda won't, and it's gonna just create problems for me. Let's see. Here. Here. This is also called zigzagging or slash. Not really cheating, you're just extending the cables longer than they are supposed to be, and you have less pillars and thus cost less money. And now this should have electricity. There we go. All of them have electricity, that's fine. 2700, right? 2700, yes. Okay, we need to move on. I think more or less this is kind of done-ish. I can see that they're doing a really good job with the bridge as well, but I'm pretty sure that they are running out of steel, so I don't think they're gonna be in a hurry. They're not gonna be constructing this that fast. I need to decide where we're gonna cross the river here, so I'm not gonna touch that one. For now, this part of the railroad is... I'm just gonna give them a little bit more to construct. So I'm gonna go here normally. Like, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go straight forward, and because it allows me. And if we... and we probably will in the future have to need... we're gonna need another bridge over this railroad, over this road. We will have space to like bend the bridge in this direction, which is going to be on 90-degree angle to the road, which is a little bit better because pillars have space to be like placed somewhere and that kind of stuff. Anyway, this is just a little bit more railroad for the construction office so they can do some stuff, and we're moving on to Piggytown. Right, this is one of the ideas I'm playing with in my head. I just need to check if they need anything here, because Piggytown seems to be one of the best operating towns. They don't need anything, they're just spreading around and a little bit of sports, but I think this is more or less kinda self-sufficient, or dare I say. This is this is electrical heating plant. Oh, how stupid. Okay, you know what? I think it's gonna be fine. I think it's gonna be fine because everything is connected, and I'm not planning on expanding this town at all anymore. So it is how it is. Right, we have a little bit of a snowplow here, just one of them. And yes, this is something I'm thinking about, this centralized gravel storage. I think something like this can be implemented on the whole kind of map scale. Okay, everything is delivered here. Materials, this one requires still 10 tons of steel. How much do you need to finish this? Okay, I'm paying for this. And okay, this can start operating. We can start delivering gravel. Let's see how many vehicles can we purchase here. 37. That's fine. Cableways turned off. Let's buy huge 4.7 tons. How much are we gonna go for? Let's just go for it. Let's go with 20 for now. Oh, right, I probably should turn it on, right? And start. Here we go. And yeah, let me just check if it's operating 4.7. Yes. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go all in because I wanted them. I want them operating as dense as possible. And you can see here they're being filled, and these are much closer than these two, so or more or less the same. And yeah, I think it's progressing really nicely. Do I have to tell them to unload here, or wait until unloaded? Because yeah, everything here looks right. The source is not okay, but it has electricity, right? Yeah, indeed you do. Okay, perfect. So this should be operating fine. They still need to finish this. That's of course again fine. We have time. We just need to start filling in this contraption here. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I know a couple of you are having your hair stand up on your head by seeing this, but don't care. My circus, my monkey, or whatever. How is the Polish saying for this? I forgot. Anyway, yes, here we go. We have first the gravel being delivered here. Of course, it's still not connected, so I can't source gravel for these guys there yet, but we're done. This is done. Perfect. Problem. We need another one. Bitumen, yes, bitumen. What are you exporting? You're exporting bitumen. Okay, at least something. So we have huge fuel storage here happening, which is exactly what we want. We need fuel and stuff finished here as well. Okay, they just need people to finish this construction. That's 5. You know what? I'm gonna leave them alone. We still have to see if there are any issues with this town here, because we had issues with this town here before. It has 1,000. We're gonna talk about Ashdar as well. We had in the comment section we mentioned something about steel mill and 10,000 people living there. I'm gonna try to address that issue. Well, not really an issue. It's just like thoughts about that, about the steel mill and how it functions. And it's a big steel mill. It's probably, I would say, one of those steel mills that straight away processes the coal and iron as well. Like I mentioned before, there are corporations in the world, like I think Samsung is one of them, that operate their own steel mills, everything from the beginning till the end. They're producing everything themselves. They're not sourcing, or, well, probably they are, but the majority of work they're doing it themselves. So yeah, in this case, I don't think it's out of line to have this kind of steel mill operation happening. Let me let me show you what I mean. So we have this steel mill here that can take 10,000 people to work at the same time. So what's the problem with that? Nothing. 10,000 people to work in this steel mill, you would have to have a town of 30,000 workers, not people, workers, just to operate that steel mill. At the moment, this town has 3,891 people living here, 1,774 workers. So it's a lot of children and young people and whatnot, but worker count is 1,740. When you deduct people working in schools, in kindergartens, on other constructions, like all that good stuff, you come to a conclusion that there's... Oh, stop. What the hell is happening here? Source this. I just noticed that somebody was hungry or something like that. Oh boy. Okay, it's resolved now. It's only food, and I sourced the food now from the warehouse, and I'm just gonna check if this warehouse is delivering food. Do we even have food here? No food. Is this assigned to the distribution office? It should be. I'm just gonna recheck this food distribution, so at least we have it. We know that it's working. Okay, food distribution. That would be you over here. Okay, looks like they're working like crazy. Food-wise, we don't really have food. Why is that? Do we have resources? Yes, we do. Indeed, we do. So we need... okay, we have some food in storage. Okay, that's fine. And here, this is... Oh, right. Don't have to be too drastic about this, but I think I'm gonna increase number of workers that can work in this bakery. Before we had much more people. There's one other thing I would like to ask you guys. What do you think about this? Should we source heat from Rozhna, from here to heat Lani, this town? We have coal heating over here, and it's of course pollutant, and probably this is like the most toxic area we have in the whole town. Let's just check. Okay, not that bad. Not that bad. It's not burning that much, but still. Should we source heating from here so we can separate? Because this heating here, we have a truck delivering coal, and I think it's functioning fine. I don't think we're buying a lot of coal. We can check that probably in our finances. I think I'm jumping from topic to topic now too fast. We are importing coal. We are not. Last this year. Yeah, I did import 700 tons of coal, and last year we import only 52 tons. Oh, really? Who's importing coal, you son of a gun? Probably a power plant or something. It could be that at some time we didn't have proper functioning supply, but it's not being sourced now, so it's fine. Anyway, do we lose a lot of heat if we source heat from here, build a pipeline all the way to Lani? Will it lose power? Will it lose heating? That's my question. If you know the answer, that would be amazing. If no, well, fine too. I'll remember this though. Right, I think that there's a story or saying or something that the further you go, the more power or more heat you need to heat that area or something like that. So I'm not sure if it's worth it. Maybe it should have its own local sourced power, or maybe not, I'm not really sure, but for now, yeah, here we go. We're producing much more food at the moment. I think I drastically increased like 150%, so it might not be ideal, but also I think this distribution office is not big enough. We can, yeah, you know what, I'll start on a bigger distribution office. And if I remember, in the future we will be distributing food with this. It can use newer vehicles and stuff. So I'm gonna go for a huge distribution office here. And I think one other thing I forgot is the technical services on some roads. There's several things I wanted to do, and of course. So go here, go now. Szybko, szybko, szybko. That means quickly, quickly, quickly in Polish. Yes, you need to go as soon as possible, and we need to start. We're gonna have to get a loan in order to survive. Is there, like, can we offset this with electricity exports? It's not a problem, the electricity itself, because I think it's losing us money rather. I mean, like, we could be earning more money if we don't export electricity, but yeah. I'm thinking, like, if we start exporting electricity somewhere, will this be like a good way of earning money? Because technically nuclear fuel is much more worth than exporting electricity, and exporting nuclear fuel, it's, well, like mentioned, it's better. Okay, I'm gonna go for 100,000. Always clicks in here of additional loan, just so we have the machine running smoothly. But I think we are doing a great job. Uranium hexafluoride is so-so. How are we doing? Okay, there's not enough people here. Why is that? We should have more people working here. You have only 92 people, passengers. You have 32. That's not enough. And we have so many unemployed people. Yes, this is a public transport issue, and I think we're gonna have to address this. Oh, right. We don't have so many unemployed. We only have 100 unemployed people. But I still wanted to do something. I wanted to revamp, redo, whatever the public transport system, because I'm not sure if this is working the best way we can. Right, missing stuff. How strange. Yeah, I think Hezhmanica can definitely handle more population. And yeah, look at, oh right, now we're cooking. 120 workers. The problem is that I didn't turn on the... Why are you picking kids up? Oh, this is the circular bus. Yes. This one has 64, the one in front. I didn't turn on the spacing. I'm not even sure if it's worth turning on this late in the episode, because line spacing, that's it, just so the buses are equally spaced between each other, so they can pick all the, like, maximum utilization of people. Anyway, Continuing on, what do we have here? We need electrical components, we need stuff everywhere, and of course we need steel, a whole bunch of it. Okay, where were we? Food-wise, yes, I need to check if the food is being delivered to Jdar, and I need to just check if this distribution office here is distributing food to here. Yes, it is. Okay, the only thing I'm thinking about now, what we can do, I think we have a little bit more space over here, so we might be able to pull it off. Again, these big constructions, I'm really skeptical about starting on these enormous buildings that I want to build. The big storage. I'm thinking of a new setup of this central distribution. Or not office, but the setup. So we have oil. Right. Why is there no oil here? Why is there no fuel here? Okay, anyway, we need to redo the whole oil supply because those refineries need to be closed down. The two ones we have in Usti, the other refinery we have is working out nicely, so that's all fine. The only problem is, yeah, just take care of the right. Stop now. Hammer time. We have no fuel distribution because there's no more fuel. The refineries are shut down. Looky at my cookie. Okay, so we have fuel. Perfect. Fuel and bitumen. We need to fill. We need fuel. We need fuel. No. No. Here. No. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna refill this with fuel. I'm gonna leave this to be processed like that. Yeah, you don't get any fuel. You can stockpile bitumen because we're gonna transfer it later on. We're just gonna open the floodgates and that's gonna be it. Okay, this is done. Distribution office. We're building this distribution office. That's the one that's gonna be distributing fuel. Okay, we have operational distribution office, and now we have operational refinery that is giving us fuel, and these guys can take it over. This is fuel, unload fuel, and why are you unloading? Oh, right, bitumen as well. Right, here we go. You're gonna be loading fuel from here now on. Okay, so you're gonna be, let's just check. Loading fuel, bitumen, and all that good stuff. Yes, and I think I'm gonna leave this distribution office operational for foreseeable future because we might need more. You can see that some of the fuel storage areas are done. Done. Guys, we have no fuel. Okay, that was a little bit tad dramatic, but yeah. Anyway, fuel. Okay, at least we have the refinery floodgates. Whoa, 4,000. Refinery floodgates open, and now we're gonna have this distribution office there distributing all this fuel. Perfect. I said fuel so many times, I think I'm going crazy. Right, we need technical services. Don't we have any around here? This is incredible. I can't believe I'm so negligent. Okay, technical services. Okay, let's start on this side here. Technical services. So you can construct this whenever, obviously. Oh, but this was cleaned recently. From where? Oh, from here. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm fine with this. I'm fine with having several technical services everywhere. Overlapping as well, because I think we need a whole bunch of it. We have one here, and I think I can squeeze in like this. There we go. They can go both sides, enter the premises on both sides. Okay, technical services. This city is not really that clean, so I think we should do something about that. And okay, this road is being constructed. Oh, we have a new bus terminal. Okay, that's perfect, but we still don't have people living here. And how are people dealing? 2,500 people. I think we had more before, but we did some reshuffling with peeps, so Right. So much stuff we need to do. Propaganda is doing their own job now. Propaganda is boosting the happiness. You know how it works. Smile. Just smile. Party leaders want you to smile. Propaganda is doing well. We're just gonna check one more time here. This is their effect on us, so that's perfect. Enthusiasm for sport. That can go both ways. That's interesting. Maybe we should keep it at 0. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Religion. That's fine. Okay, I'll leave it as it is. I won't mess with this too much, but we have this working really well. And small town hall. Unemployed people 0. Yes, we spoke that we're gonna build a building around here for more people living around here. And yes, that's a perfect idea. The only problem is, if I build a building on that side, they might be out of range of all the amenities that are here. Kindergarten is right there. Okay, you know what? Let's go for a nice new building here. How many people? 200. How much can you? 104. Okay, this is not bad, but of course. Yes, this is the but part that I didn't want to address. What are these buildings here? So let's see what we have. Is this you? This looks like you. Yeah. Okay. I'm fine with this. So let's build. How many people? 120. Okay, that's nice. 1 and right. It's a little bit hilly on this side. Can you move aside a bit? No. Okay. Right. I'll pay for it. Freaking pay for it. Okay, not bad. Okay, now let's try to squeeze it back in the same place. Right. Actually, I probably should have thought about this a little bit better. Pause. Build. Don't construct. There we go. Okay, regarding the closed city thingy, you know, should we, shouldn't we? Oh, right, this is already assigned to Vranel. I thought it was too far away. You freaking son of a gun. I thought it was too far from. Maybe it was just no diggers or excavators on the construction yard. Ooh, they even have this. They're bringing more people here. Perfect, they have everything. Do they have asphalt as well? They're laying asphalt already. Okay, this highway is progressing nicely. Last episode we started on the highway here. I think this is gonna be really nice. Now, closed cities things. Do we continue role playing? Not. I'm not really sure if we should or not. Looks like we are constructing some of the buildings, which is cool, which is exactly what I wanted. But why are they not constructing like roads over here? Maybe anyway, when we get back into Vladimir's, what I wanted to do is build several construction offices around the map, so everything, like most of the stuff is in range. Like for example, these roads and tunnels and stuff. It's not the highest importance for us, but it would be nice that we don't have to, you know, worry about this every so often. That we can just have local construction office that's gonna take care of it. So I was thinking of getting a construction office somewhere around here, but sourcing people from Secret City, I don't think it's smart. More construction offices. Wow, these mountains are beautiful. Look at this, you have a cliffside here, and then you have this huge forest. This is perfect. Or a secret. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. You can already have something there. Okay. We were talking about here and food distribution, right? Do you have everything right now? We are purchasing food here, and yeah. We were talking about this. Right, steel mill. Steel mill is processing like crazy. That's fine. We should have some steel here, but you can see that it's being used and transported. That's fine. So, what's my plan with this? This is my plan. Actually, I probably will start with this. So, how can you shape distribution centers perfectly. So I think distribution centers, like obviously we're gonna be, if you're using these modded versions that have 5 connections, and what we need, obviously for bigger cities, meat is gonna be important, and then storage for some food. One of these are probably in order, so probably we should have one of these. So 5 connections. What do you connect to it? I think one of these, 2 freezers, and 2 of these, and then everything is connected except the fuel. Fuel is gonna have to be connected separately, so that's a problem. Well, it's not. It's not. You lower the amount of connections you have per distribution office significantly, because at the moment we have this construction area, a road cargo station that has to be connected to distribution office. But if I implement this plan, we will still have huge or quite big storage area for these kind of materials, and we would have something huge like this. Now you're saying, why don't you just build then all of these, because you have 4 materials? Yeah, but they're quite expensive, these closed buildings. So we can go here and just check storage area, and we have these big buildings, large warehouses. Are those? Oh yeah, we have these as well. And these are even bigger. Yeah, we did a mod review on these ones. These are like, they look quite communisty, and I'm loving these. These are just storages for different materials. I will be using them in time, but for now I'm just gonna continue with these. So what do we have with these? We have one for the normal materials like foods and stuff, 800 ton capacity, and then we have the one for the. Actually, this one is even lower. It only can take 900 tons of steel, while these guys can take 1,000 tons of steel, 1,170. That's a big difference. That's a big difference. So anyway, yeah, I'm think I'm gonna be using these mods a little bit more in the future. So. Yeah, even the smaller one, but they are quite big, and this looks much more organized than the big ones here. Yeah, can we implement this somewhere? I think Zdar has, well, it's a perfect example, guinea pig in this case. So we have small storage and the freezer here. Oh yay, meats! You're delivering meats or something? No, I saw a truck coming here. Oh, of course, you delivered 0 fuel, of course. This is what we always dreamed of. This is our career now. Right, mods, storage. We have these big buildings, but they are a little bit on the big side, I have to admit that. But the smaller ones, even these guys can take a lot of cargo. So if we go for something like, let's see where the connections are. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit tight with these guys. And what about this? The biggest storage we have for the for normal stuff, for this electronics, electrical components, and foods, would be this big storage. 800 tons. What about this? Okay, we have this one, this 2,500 tons. But I think this is overkill. I think this is way too big. We can do this one, 1,200. And how much does this cost? This costs only fraction of this. Like, okay, not really fractions, half, but still. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Let's plan this properly. So we have 3 more connections. One of them will have to go and be. Alright, this is gonna be tricky. Okay, so we can build this. No money. Let's see how far I can build this. Okay. This is fine, and then we have, what is this? This is for these, okay? And then we have to have one of these here. So okay, I think this is fine. Probably went a tad bit too dramatic for that. Oh, but it has to be the food storage. Yes, okay, let's go with food storage. Here we go. just to see how much space we have. And then this can be much closer, but we still have this area here that I would like to use for freezer. The problem is that technically we should have the one more connection, because I should remove this. Anyway, I think this is working out nicely, and let's just, while we're talking about storages, we're gonna go for vanilla freezer storage, because it's a bigger capacity. I think it's better. No. Yeah. It has to go vanilla. Yeah. Unfortunately, it has to be vanilla because we need as much as we can storage-wise. Well, to alleviate pressure from the factory, from the meat production. And of course it's not enough space. For a second there I had it, but yeah, this is gonna be a little bit tricky. I think I should just give up on this. I don't think I'm gonna be able to squeeze it in here, and I think it's gonna take a little bit more space than I expected. No, it doesn't like it. It just doesn't. Maybe. Actually, this has potential. Yeah, well, I'm gonna. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, guys. You know how it is. You know how we do. Right. I will do this though. I'm just gonna connect it to the main road so they can start on this construction, and they can start on this construction from the other side as well. That's fine, because we have everything else in order already. So, huge factories, yeah, and factories should have this kind of storages connected to it for food storage, meat storage, well, not meat, but let's say lumber. We have boards here, and probably I should have something like this. Yeah, maybe we should start on that as well. So we have this is for boards, and of course it's on the wrong side. So we should probably have it connected to here. This would definitely help us store more boards here, and then we don't have to have big storages elsewhere. Right, but we got this here. This was how it was in the beginning, so we're fine with this. We're fine as it is. How are we doing food-wise? We are producing much more food. We have crops, that's perfect. And yeah, we should end it. It's already too long. Right, happiness. We'll see. We'll see how this is gonna work out. Our population here, 5,000 unemployed people. We need to see where they are and send them to the steel mill. Everybody. Anyway. 40,000 people Republic has, more or less they look happy-ish. We're gonna work on this even more. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, notification bell, all that good stuff. Thank you. Bye.